We were quite nervous, of course. How would the circumcision go? Would it all turn out well? Would the weather be nice? Would it be rainy? Because if a circumcision ceremony is on a rainy day, it doesn't amount to much. The handwork that we do, we decorate the bed that the boy will sit in. That's what we mean when we say dowry items. All the guests and villagers who come for the circumcision celebration come and look at it all.
We have drums at our celebrations. I mean, you can't have a celebration without drums. Ha! You're kidding.
The drums are the spice that brings out the flavor of the celebration.
We did a big blowout celebration. We had musicians and marched and danced through the streets, and tons of people followed us. Our guys shout out, "Play a song," and the musicians start playing. They say, "Play such and such a song," and they play it. Now, why do we provide food for everyone? That's something that's been done since the old times. These guests have come from Bursa, or Ankara, or Istanbul. You've got to feed them something. They've got to eat. If you can afford it, you feed the whole village. When you say community, I mean, we're all relatives of each other in some way or another. We're all neighbors and relatives, because it's a small place. I mean, the whole community attends.
When people like you, your friends and relatives, I mean from out of town, your acquaintances come and it's a big crowd.
Throughout the Republic of Turkey, traditions and customs are pretty consistent to one another. They all have the shared meal, the Mevlid poem, and recited prayers. Everyone eats a meal with all these relatives and friends. I recite the prayers. God is great. God is great. There's no God but God. God is great. God is great. Praise to the power of God. We recite this prayer 3 times. More than that, it's really that we remember the examples of the Prophet by reciting it.
The community celebrates from the center of the village to the water trough where the boy gets thrown in. Then we have him take a shower, have him put on pajamas. Then the revelers take him to the coffee house.
Before the boy is circumcised, we prepare him for circumcision. It's like spiritual steroids for the boy. Since it's the first step in their life as a male, these are things we do for the boy to give them courage. I pray for him one more time after I've helped him dress. Since it's following the Prophet's example, it brings God's blessing.
After that, he comes home, together with the drums and the revelers. We start the pinning on of gifts.
The guy who comes, for example, if he's well off, he might pin euros, or a bracelet, or gold. After the celebration, you might go sell the gold to pay for your expenses you've incurred. But if you don't have to sell the gold, you might just keep it in a safe place, because the person who pinned the bracelet on your boy, in 5 or 10 years, he'll host a circumcision celebration, and you'll pin it on his boy.
It's give and take.
That's a sign of mutual aid and solidarity. I mean, it's give and take, working together for the community. It's mutual aid.
We are carrying on the things that our grandfathers and grandmothers used to do in their times. They take the circumcision boy out and drive him around in the car. After they've driven him around, they bring him back and circumcise the boy.
Circumcision is kind of an excuse for the community to get together. There's a certain cost to it, and we all contribute to it even if it's not much. This mutual aid and solidarity is like a religious duty or responsibility.
It's the first step in a boy's Islamic life. How would I explain it? From the old days, it's for all time. In any case, the Muslim race follows the example of the Prophet. Circumcision in Islam is like that. It's how we understand it.
He was very afraid. My aunt's grandson had just been circumcised. Ali saw it. He was really affected. We really wanted to have a real nice circumcision celebration with the drums and all. My husband and I have always wanted to host a circumcision celebration like this, and we did it. I thank the Lord so much for making it possible. May He give the means to everyone so they can do it too. It really makes one happy. It's a wonderful thing.